Let me see your hands. Hands. Shots fired! I'm hit.
Shots fired!
These are the moments when cops were brutally ambushed on duty, starting with the case of a suspect who lured police into a school at night only to ambush them and try to kill them. On December 7th, 2025, at approximately 1:57 a.m., security cameras behind Superior Middle School in Superior, Wisconsin, captured a dark Dodge Challenger speeding through the area before losing control and crashing violently into a snowbank behind the building. Moments later, the driver, later identified as 28-year-old Dylan Charles Edward Wallace, abandoned the car and walked away from the scene toward a nearby apartment complex where he physically assaulted a female. Wallace then climbed into a white commercial utility van and fled from the area. Meanwhile, the female reported the incident to police, and a lone female officer soon spotted the vehicle nearby and began following it. The officer continued following Wallace from a distance, but she had no idea how brutally she was about to be ambushed just seconds later.
Don't think that he wants to stop, but it looks like Wisconsin boy Frank 9555. Or turning on 37 here. Yeah, that's the right place. Shots fired! Ow! Shots fired!
Wallace was armed with an AK-47 style rifle and suddenly opened fire, sending several rounds directly toward the police officer. The officer was struck 3 times during the ambush. One of the rounds slammed directly into the officer's body-worn radio mounted on her vest, completely destroying it and leaving her with no way to communicate with anyone. Meanwhile, Wallace did not run away. Instead, he stayed hidden near the vehicle, seemingly preparing to hurt the officer even more.
I need an ambulance! Give me an ambulance!
The officer was extremely lucky as another officer soon arrived at the location, but he had no idea what had just happened there moments earlier.
He's got a rifle! Get your lights on! Get your lights on! He's got a rifle! Get your rifle. I can't get out of this. I can't get out of my radio. Get down. He's driving east on 37.
Suspect fleeing, going towards the middle school. He's going towards the middle school, white van.
You need to drive me to the hospital.
Wallace fled from the scene and the immediate shootout was over, but the incident was about to become far worse as Wallace headed toward a middle school. The female officer showed incredible bravery during the ambush. Despite being struck 3 times by 7.62mm rounds, she did not collapse. Instead, she stayed calm and returned fire while heavily bleeding from her gunshot wounds. Her injuries were serious and there was no time to wait for an ambulance, so the fellow officer rushed her directly to the hospital in a patrol vehicle. Meanwhile, Wallace broke into Superior Middle School and entered a classroom, where he calmly waited for officers to arrive, seemingly preparing to ambush them once again.
You good, 7-4? You good? If you need to warm up, you can. I'm just gonna warm up real quick.
We're pinned down behind my squad car.
Who's shooting?
Huh?
Who's shooting?
Yeah. With a fucking rifle, so just be careful.
Okay.
Southwest.
As far as we're aware, he's somewhere. If he's still in the building.
It sounds like, as far as what Matt told me, he entered that room.
Yep.
and they didn't see him leave.
Officers knew from the school surveillance footage that Wallace was waiting inside a classroom, preparing for another potentially deadly ambush. But thankfully, officers recognized the danger and chose not to rush inside the school, despite the freezing cold temperatures outside. Moments later, SWAT teams responded to the location and surrounded the building. At approximately 6 a.m., nearly 4 hours after the initial shooting, the classroom door finally opened. Wallace emerged from the shattered school entrance with his hands raised and surrendered without any further conflict. Following his arrest, Wallace was transported to the police station for questioning, and this is what he said about the incident.
Well, we had a Christmas party for my company, and there was a lot of drinking. Well, we had a good night for most of the night, and then she was giving me problems or something. We were arguing at some point, and then I just started driving fast, and next thing you know, I drove my car up a snowbank. So I ran and got my van, got to her, she didn't want to get in the van. I put my hands on her and I shouldn't have done that. I must have strangled her or something. I just fucking lost my shit, man. Went home and grabbed my guns and lost my shit, man. I don't even know why I did that. I just wanted to barricade myself in there, I guess. I just shoot my way into a classroom. I woke up and I'm like, what the f did I do?
Wallace was formally charged with numerous felony offenses. During his first court appearance, he pleaded not guilty to all charges, and a judge set his cash bond at $2 million. If convicted, Wallace could face decades in prison. On the other side, the female officer was hospitalized with serious injuries, but doctors later confirmed that none of the wounds were fatal. She survived the brutal ambush and was expected to make a full recovery. As the officer in this case was fortunate enough to survive the attack, the officer in our next case may not have the same fate after being brutally ambushed by a suspect.
Pressure. Yep. Give me pressure.
I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
Harder.
Okay.
On August 14th, 2021, a routine traffic stop on a summer night in Modesto, California, quickly escalated into a brutal ambush that left an officer fighting for his life. At approximately 10 p.m., a Modesto police officer attempted to stop a motorcyclist later identified as Joshua Harrington. But instead of pulling over, Harrington took off and fled from officers. Using a helicopter's thermal camera, officers tracked Harrington as he rode to a residence on East Orangeburg Avenue, and officers soon arrived at the location.
Put your hands up. Turn around, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Get on your ground. Hands on your head. No! Hands on your head. Get down on your knees. Down on your knees, hands on your head.
Why are you jamming me up, dude?
Put your hands on your head. You're not going back inside that house. Both hands on your head right now.
Okay, dude, why are you fucking with me, man? What are you doing this to me for? Like that?
Because you're not going back in that house.
Okay, then I'm not going back in the house. That's fine.
Up to this point, everything was peaceful until officers were about to step inside the house. Harrington and another individual exited the house and surrendered peacefully, but this peace was not going to last long. During the arrest, officers found narcotics and firearms that they were planning to sell. This discovery gave officers reason to believe additional evidence or possibly another suspect could still be inside the house. But what officers were about to walk into was far more dangerous than they realized.
Modesto Police Department, if anyone else is inside, come to the door now and make yourself known.
Davey switching spots. That open to a bedroom further right?
Yes.
Left opens up to the backyard. Is there anybody left in here?
Multiple officers responded to the residence, and as they entered, they searched the house thoroughly. Eventually, they came across one last door. One last door that was locked from the inside and hiding a dangerous person with a deadly mindset behind it.
I don't think it's fake.
There. No, that's not.
Mike, you breach and hold on that door.
That mattress is gonna get in the way.
Like
Small
smoke in
little
there.
pocket door to the right.
You take it with 3?
Oh yeah,
Alright,
it's gonna be slow.
your team.
I'm gonna lick that door and Davies will go through the left. pressure.
Yep.
Give me pressure.
Hang on. Hang on.
Right here.
Oh.
Show me your hands.
I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
Harder.
Okay.
Get the suspect down. We don't know.
I need one for Mikey. He's shot in the stomach.
Get us a shield in here.
For officers, doorways are often considered one of the most dangerous positions during tactical operations, commonly referred to as the fatal funnel. As Officer Roadside pushed open the bedroom door and moved through the threshold, the situation instantly exploded into violence. Waiting inside the darkened room was Jesse James Brooks, and without warning, Brooks opened fire. Officer Roadside was hit almost immediately and collapsed to the ground. One of the bullets had severed his iliac artery, a catastrophic injury capable of causing fatal blood loss within minutes. The hallway instantly turned into a kill zone. Fortunately, Officer Jessica Davies quickly grabbed Officer Roadside and dragged him to a safer position while beginning to assist him. Meanwhile, as Brooks ran out of ammunition, other officers moved into the room.
You back.
Turn around.
All right. Someone glove up. Glove up. Glove up.
Get Mikey out. Get Mikey out.
Go with Mikey.
Two of us will hold this guy. Do not drop those hands.
Keep your hands up. Hey, here.
We are excellent.
Hey, kill your radio. Turn it down.
Fortunately, the situation did not escalate any further, and Brooks eventually surrendered. He also did not have many other options unless he wanted to die in a shootout with police. During the exchange of gunfire, Jesse Brooks had also been struck by police rounds. Brooks was then taken into custody and transported to the hospital, where he survived his injuries after receiving treatment. On the other side, Officer Roadside underwent a long fight for survival. Doctors performed 7 surgeries in an effort to save his life and repair the devastating damage caused by the gunshot wound, but despite those efforts, the injuries to his leg were too severe, and his right leg ultimately had to be amputated. But Officer Roadside refused to give up there. He survived, recovered, and eventually returned to the Modesto Police Department in a support role while using a prosthetic leg. While Officer Roadside fought to rebuild his life, Jesse James Brooks was later charged with multiple high-level felony counts, and in late April 2025, he was sentenced to 185 years to life in state prison. Next up, you will see how a fleeing suspect crashed his truck and suddenly ambushed a police chief as he approached to check on him.
Show your hands!
On March 26, 2022, Officer Lowry with the Modesto Police Department noticed a white pickup truck traveling 54 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone in the village of Modesto. Officer Lowry immediately initiated a traffic stop, and a few moments later, the vehicle pulled over. As Officer Lowry approached and began speaking with the driver, he noticed several common signs of possible intoxication. But what really shocked Officer Lowry was when he spotted a loaded firearm inside the cabin of the truck.
Okay, put your hands up. What's the gun doing there in the corner?
It's a little gun.
Go and turn the truck off. Turn the truck off. Turn the truck off. Nope, 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 nope.
The driver, later identified as 29-year-old Daniel Bowen Payne, suddenly slammed on the gas and fled. Payne tore through local streets, driving aggressively through intersections and side roads while officers attempted to contain the situation. Hearing the escalating radio traffic, Chapin Police Chief Steve Helmick joined the pursuit to assist, but he had no idea what kind of nightmare he was about to face that night. The chase continued for more than 38 minutes, covering nearly 33 miles, until this happened.
107, pursuing a... There we go. Mile marker 4, suspect just wiped out. Suspect just wiped out. Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! hit! I'm hit! Down, so big down, so big down. Right here.
Without warning, Payne opened fire. The officers had driven directly into an ambush. One of the bullets struck Chief Helmick in the abdomen, while another tore through his upper left thigh, shattering his femur and causing massive internal bleeding. As the chief collapsed to the ground, the suspect was still armed and standing near the crashed vehicle, and no one knew what deadly move he was going to make next.
In the car, I think. Not on me. Do not reach for that gun! Do not reach for the gun!
Thankfully, the situation did not go any further, and other officers managed to take Payne into custody without any further conflict. Meanwhile, Chief Helmick was rapidly bleeding out on the roadway, and his condition was getting worse with every passing second.
Chicken officer's been shot. And so has the suspect.
Go over it. Get tight. Cinch it down, cinch it down. Tight as you can get. Cinch it. Time. What's the time? 1:13.
Why'd you shoot the officer?
I'm hitting him.
I know. You elected.
What happened? We can stop.
Oh, hey, Rusty.
Hey, bud. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright, you got a pocket knife on you? I want to cut just to make sure we got it.
Those officers helped Chief Helmick in every way they could, and he was later airlifted to a trauma center. Chief Helmick spent 19 days in the hospital, where doctors performed extensive surgeries as he began a long recovery process. Thankfully, he eventually stabilized. After roughly a year of rehabilitation, Chief Helmick fully recovered and returned to active patrol duty. On the other side, Payne was booked into the Schuyler County Jail on a $1 million bond. Prosecutors initially charged him with attempted first-degree murder of a police officer. Eventually, more than 2 years after the shooting, Payne accepted a negotiated plea agreement and pleaded guilty to aggravated discharge of a firearm at a police officer. A judge later sentenced Daniel Bowen Payne to 28.5 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections. As the officer in this case was ambushed from a distance, next you will see a shocking point-blank ambush that left an officer badly injured.
Where's your hands? Hands.
On June 4th, 2022, Baltimore County emergency dispatchers received a frantic call from the Virginia Towers apartment complex in Towson, Maryland. The caller reported hearing a woman screaming for help from the 11th floor, followed by the loud sound of a gunshot. After the call, 6 officers were immediately dispatched to the building and quickly arrived on the 11th floor.
1108?
Yeah.
Ready?
That's 7. Ready? What did you hear? What's this? 12. Ready? 8. Is he doing 8 or is he not? He said 11 or 9. He was 8. Watch that door, it's unlocked behind you.
As they reached the hallway, the officers carefully moved toward the apartment, trying to reduce every chance of a deadly confrontation. But that was not going to work, because the suspect was also carefully waiting for them to come.
Can you go in the trash? Are you going down? He said 1108, didn't he? He said he lives in 1108. Double check him.
Figure out where he lives. Where does he live?
1109. Where's the shots coming from? He said 1108, right? 1108, yeah. Oh, it's right here. 1108. You were? Watch it.
Where's your hands? Hands. I'm hit. Officer down.
The suspect somehow realized the officers were outside the apartment, and the moment the door opened, he fired toward the officers, striking one of them. But fortunately for the injured officer, there were 5 cops at the scene. As one officer went down wounded, the other officers immediately returned fire, shooting multiple rounds and taking the suspect down. The suspect was later identified as 66-year-old Joseph Robert Henry Thompson, who collapsed to the ground and was pronounced dead at the scene. Inside the apartment, officers discovered another horrifying scene. An adult woman was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to her head and leg. She was quickly transported to the hospital, and despite being in critical condition, she later survived. Officer David Kralik, who was shot during the incident, also survived. No charges were filed against any of the officers involved in the shooting. Next, you will see a violent ambush inside a family apartment that left a veteran officer critically wounded and multiple officers fighting to keep him alive.
I need the door open. I need the door open. Get out. Get her out of here. Get out.
On January 24th, 2023, officers with the White Bear Lake Police Department arrived at an apartment complex on Kohler Road to arrest 33-year-old Daniel Lauren Holmgren. Holmgren was wanted on a felony warrant after failing to appear in court in connection with a domestic assault case.
Hi, it's just the police. Just have a quick question for you, ma'am. Hi, sorry to bug ya. Hey, can I talk to Dan just real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I just have a quick question for him about an old case that we just need to clear up real quick.
What's wrong? Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong, hon. Yeah, I know you too. Yeah, long time no talk. Yeah.
Hey, Danny, you want to hold the door for a minute? Sure, come in for a second?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, he's at the door.
Just tell him it's Officer Chic. Maybe he'll remember.
He said it's Officer Chic. He wants to talk to you for a minute. He didn't say
Confirmed.
he did anything. He said he didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, all right.
Holmgren's mother allowed the officers inside the apartment, but Holmgren did not want them there and locked himself inside a room. From there, the situation quickly became tense. Almost immediately, he became hostile and confrontational.
Okay, well, Dan, you have a felony warrant.
Felony warrant for what? We didn't even have to answer the door. We didn't answer the door because we illegally entered my house.
I didn't illegally enter your house.
Stop screaming, Danny. He has nothing, you guys. Yes, he has nothing.
Yep,
He's just
9171.
He's just pissed. Danny!
We'll take 7-0 here. We got an uncooperative male refusing to answer.
Hey, let me go grab him.
Sounds good, Mom.
Okay.
Officers tried to talk with Danny and de-escalate the situation, but he had no intention of calming down and only became more aggressive. The officers had dealt with him before, and based on those prior encounters, they believed he was mostly all talk and would not actually do anything dangerous. But that belief was soon going to be proven wrong. For nearly 30 minutes, officers and Danny's mother tried to peacefully resolve the standoff, but they were getting nowhere. Eventually, having no other option left, officers decided to use a less lethal weapon. And that was the moment when something very bad was about to happen.
Okay, you have lethal. You got taser. You got taser or lethal. You got lethal.
Please don't hurt me, guys.
Danny, come out.
Hey, I'm going to defend myself. Are you ready for this action?
He's defending himself. No, please don't hurt my son.
I am defending myself. Any aggression is...
She needs to leave the apartment. Get her out of here.
Now, get out, Vicky.
With everything I have.
9171 in front of you. Step back. I'm down. I'm hit bad. I'm hit bad. Get me out. Get me out. Get out. Get out.
It's the pepper ball.
Get out of it. Get out. Get out. Get out. I need the door open. I need the door open. Get out. Get out. Get her out of here. Get out. Get out. Get her over. Where's it at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
917 to get rescue. I got an officer down.
Get in with him.
Stay there. Stay there. Back up.
What officers thought would be a simple incident soon turned into a life-or-death situation. Danny suddenly opened fire from inside the bedroom, striking Officer Ryan Sheik multiple times and critically injuring him. Bullets hit Officer Sheik in the pelvis, abdomen, and leg, causing catastrophic injuries. Luckily, fellow officers quickly moved in and pulled him out of the line of fire. Officer Sheik's condition was extremely critical, and waiting for an ambulance could have cost him his life. Instead of waiting for EMS to reach the apartment entrance, officers loaded Sheik directly into a squad car and began began a high-speed emergency transport. During the drive, officers coordinated with paramedics to meet them on the way in an effort to save every possible second. While Officer Sheik was rushed into emergency surgery, the situation at the apartment was still far from over. SWAT teams and crisis negotiators surrounded the building as Danny remained barricaded inside. Eventually, chemical irritants and gas were deployed into the apartment, and Danny finally crawled out of the bedroom unarmed and surrendered to police. Investigators later recovered the 9mm handgun used during the shooting from inside the bedroom. Holmgren was formally charged with first-degree attempted murder, along with multiple counts related to using deadly force against peace officers. Following a plea agreement, he was sentenced to 19 years in prison. On the other side, Officer Ryan Sheik survived and made a remarkable recovery. Just about 7 months after he was nearly killed, Officer Sheik officially returned to active duty with the White Bear Lake Police Department. If you found this video informative and want to see more like it, please subscribe to my channel and check out the latest videos by clicking either of these two.